All right, we're jumping back into session, and this is where things get interesting. Watch closely. What looks like a routine scheduling request can actually decide whether this case disappears entirely.
All rise. The 14A District Court for County of Washington State of Michigan now back in session. We have Judge J. Seven.
You may be seated. Court does call the case Burns and Burns versus Amaya Patton. And Angel McKinney.
Good afternoon, Your Honor. Ellis Friedman on behalf of Burns and Burns. I've spoken with these ladies. They don't live together anymore, but they're going to be moving out by Tuesday. So I just like to just adjourn the case so we could just to make sure they're on.
Is that good with the two of you?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. Okay. Just a week.
Yes,
They're going to be moving out Tuesday.
Quick legal note here. What the attorney just asked for is called an adjournment, a delay. But it's not just about time, it's about strategy. If the tenants move out, the entire case could become irrelevant. Translation, no fight left to win.
Right.
Yes, everything, they should have everything by Tuesday. I just have one question. I am currently pregnant and I can go into labor at any time. So what do I do if I
Well, get out of here. No, I'm just I'm kidding.
I just can't make that court.
well, we're probably going to dismiss it.
Well, it's probably going to be dismissed. If everything's out, it's likely going to be dismissed. May want to contact Mr. Friedman's office just to make sure.
And there it is. The judge slips in a joke, but don't miss the subtext. Courts can be flexible, but they're also practical. If this situation resolves itself, the legal system steps back. Efficiency over drama.
It's going to be dismissed, and then you don't have to worry about coming back.
Okay.
Okay. April 24th, 2026 at 1 p.m.
Thank you.
All right. Thank you. Burns and Burns versus Tyler Myers. That matters dismissed on. Take care of it. Style Farms versus Cornelia Landry.
Good morning, Your Honor. Rachel Dornbush, Pallets Law on behalf of the plaintiff.
Good afternoon, Your Honor. This is Vincent Pinty, asking to appear on behalf of Ms. Camilla Landry. I am a student attorney along with Catherine Perez Oviedo. We qualify to appear under Michigan Court Rules 8.120. We go to.
Is that why you put it in the label?
Yes, I had to remember, Your Honor.
Did you put it in the label so you'd remember?
Yes, I have to have a little cue. I remember last time. I had to get it right.
Yeah. Oh, we all remember the last time. So okay,
Yes.
gotcha.
Yes, and I'm under the supervision of Professor David Santacroce. But yes, happy to be here.
Permission to practice is granted. All right.
Thank you.
Okay, where are we on this case?
We are resolved, Your Honor. I am in the process of signing a conditional dismissal that I will be emailing to the court here shortly.
Now, Tiss is a cool moment student attorney stepping into the courtroom. Under supervision, yes, but make no mistake, this is real lawyering. High stakes, real clients, and zero room for error.
And if the court wants me to put the terms on the record, I can, or if the court wants to pass on this matter while I send it over. Let's see.
No, we can put the terms on, then we can.
Okay, I'm just CCing counsel on my email to the court. The court bears with me just a moment.
Not a problem.
Sio v. Landry, and I'm sending this to Miss Weidling as we speak. All right, Your Honor. So what I'm sending is a conditional dismissal, and it indicates that there is a rent to retain of $1,686.36 for the period due through April 17th. Court cost of $192 for a current balance of $1,878.36 which would be paid pursuant to terms in item 3. Item 3 says to see attachment A. Attachment A to the conditional dismissal, which has also been emailed over to the court, indicates that defendant's counterclaim is dismissed with prejudice. Plaintiff has granted defendant reasonable accommodation, which involves allowing defendant to make her rental payments via certified check, bank check, personal check, subject to the rules and regulations, should a check be returned for insufficient funds, or money order without accruing the $10 per payment surcharge. It also indicates that the amount in line 2D of the conditional dismissal will be addressed as follows. The $960 currently held in escrow will be released to plaintiff. Defendant shall pay $221.99 on or before April 27th, and the remaining balance of $696.37 will be waived. This does indicate that defendant is going to be responsible for month-to-month fees beginning May 2026 at the rate of $45 per month, which is in addition to the base rent of $900.
Pause right here. This is a textbook example of a conditional dismissal. The case isn't fully over yet. It's basically the court saying, follow these terms and we're done. Mess it up and we're right back here. High pressure, but also a second chance.
$15 per month, and the water sewer charges, which are metered based on usage. I think that covers everything, but I will defer to brother counsel as well.
That's your understanding of the terms.
Yes, Your Honor, we're in agreement.
All right, fantastic. Then what I will do, I do have it. Well. All right. Do we have, there it is. Got it. All right. I will sign off. I will mark the file conditionally dismissed. Thank you guys for working it out.
Thank you.
Appreciate it.
Thank you, Your
All
Honor.
right. Good. And the two students, they probably won't be back before me before the term ends, right?
I don't believe so, Judge Simpson.
Well, you two did a fantastic job. Should be proud of yourselves. And it's been a pleasure having you before me. All right.
Thank you.
Thank
We
you,
really
Judge
appreciate your
Simpson.
mentorship.
All right. You guys take care.
Bye.
You too.
Sile Farms versus Janelle Baker. And Baker. Hello, name?
Hello, Janelle Baker.
All right. Where are we on this case?
Yeah, so I have applied both to Fair as well as Hawk. I was granted Hawk, granted me, so I don't know where it's in the SARE because I applied yesterday, but I do have a tracking number. I talked with Hawk this morning, and it based on the intake, I was granted a caseworker appointment, which is going to be Wednesday at 9 a.m. Over the phone. Although the intake person I was talking to this morning said that Hawk only goes up to 3,000, but my balance is 3,707.29 cents.
When did you have this appointment?
This morning. I applied to Sarah yesterday, and I applied to talk to Hawk this morning.
Okay, because it's not, I don't have her on my list that you talked to them, but okay.
Okay.
Talked to them this morning.
And I've got that paperwork to file.
Okay. So when's your appointment with
Wednesday at 9.
Wednesday the 22nd?
Yeah. But what they also told me was that they only go up to 3,000.
Correct.
So they had me.
Now we're shifting gears from resolution to uncertainty. This is where financial assistance programs enter the picture. And honestly, this is where many cases hinge. Will help come through in time.
Get a cashier's check for $707.29, which I have here. And I know that Sile Farms does not usually accept partial payment, but
Take the check to them. You'll
They
take
will.
it.
Yeah.
All right.
Okay, you'll take it. All right, I
They
can
will.
drop that off this evening. Yeah, okay. And then pending the decision on Wednesday, I guess, and then after that it'd be a Sarah decision. So that's where things are at.
And You're still teaching.
Yes, absolutely. I've been there almost 19 years.
Got it. Okay. So if it's, let's adjourn it out a week, see where we are,
Okay.
get that money over to them.
Okay. I can drop that off tonight.
All right. So I'll adjourn to April 24th, 2026 at 1 p.m.
So April 24, 1 p.m.
Yes, ma'am.
Thank you.
All righty.
And you guys need that paperwork to file for the
Sure.
assistants. That
General assistant, I'll take. Okay.
Thank you, Your Honor.
All right, thank you. Sile Farms versus Michael Moore. Michael Moore, not checked in. You've been previously sworn. You may proceed.
Thank you. Your Honor, there's rent to retain of $1,631.52. Costs are $192 for a total due of $1,823.52. We'd ask for a default possession only judgment with writ to issue after 10 days. Your Honor, just so the court is aware, one of the caseworkers from Hawk did reach out yesterday while I was out of the office, indicating that they are assisting, well, they requested documentation to assess Mr. Moore for potential funding, and I am in touch with Sile Farms to gather that documentation and to send over to them.
Okay, that happened yesterday.
It did happen yesterday.
Okay, and that's not on my spreadsheet either. Okay, all right. And well, judgment to the plaintiff, that's by default for possession, redemption amount in the amount requested, writ to issue 10 days. Okay, Sile Farms versus Stephanie Vogel. And Corey Vogel.
Thank you. Trying to make sure for it.
What? Oh,
Before I approached, because you just said her name first, I was like, I didn't want to just walk up here.
I called the important one.
Right, for sure.
Just along for the ride. All right.
All right.
All right. Where are we in this case?
Okay, so we called Hawk, as you know, previously known, and we didn't get approved for that. So after we left here last time, we were calling the MAP program. The issue with that is they said they only hand out like a set amount of them a month. So by the time we got out of the last court hearing and we called them, they said that they had already handed out like the maximum for the month. So they told us we could come back on the 1st and get it. So I'm actually like requesting that as long as we pay May's rent, so we stay under that $2,000, if we can apply again through MAP. So we stay under 1,000. Yeah. So we can stay eligible for the MAP program.
So the balance at present, Your Honor, is $1,895.79. There was a payment made of $280 earlier this week, or might have been on, I'm not sure if they dropped it off on Friday or on Monday, but in any event, they did make the $200+ payment that they had promised, but I don't have authority to adjourn it into May while we wait to see if they qualify for that program, unfortunately.
How much is their monthly rent?
It is $9.15 plus they have a $10 pet fee, and then water sewer based on usage, which looks to be 110, 120-ish, sometimes a little higher or lower per month.
Your Honor, we're also waiting on DHS to make their payment.
To make
Their payment that
I
they
did forget about that. Thank you, Ms. Vogel, for the update on that. I believe DHS did approve a payment of, what was it?
Did you catch that? The judge is literally doing live math to decide someone's housing future. This isn't just numbers. It's a countdown. Every dollar here determines whether they stay or face eviction.
$581.70, I believe, is what DHS approved. And so their payment of the $280 would cover portion DHS said they were responsible for. It'd just be a matter of DHS releasing the 581.70 at this point.
What if we could pay May's rent by like next?
Okay, hold on.
Okay, sorry.
Trying to figure out how to get, I don't have any. When did you guys call Hawk?
The same day we got out of court.
I don't, there's,
I have the paper where they sent me a
they just,
file.
I don't have anything on that. Okay, that's not anything having to do with you guys. You guys are good. Okay, all right. That's just more my frustration with people messing with the system.
All right.
It's okay. I usually crush those people when I get a chance. Did I say that out loud? Okay.
I heard nothing.
There you go. All right. So did you give me a number that their rent would be? If
So
you-
915, 925 plus approximately, let's just say 120. That's probably their average water sewer usage ish. So 925 plus 120, 1,045.
So if they're at 1895 plus 1,045, roughly speaking, I would be at 2940. All right. And so but then I take off that about 580 that DHS is going to pay once everything's paid.
I paid everything, so they should release the funds.
Pardon?
I paid what DHS expected, so they should be releasing the funds.
Okay.
They said I had to pay like 1780 in order for them to release their portion, the 5 something.
Got it. So they weren't expecting a zero.
I think DHS, Your Honor, probably based their decision off of maybe the summons and complaint versus the current balance. And so their tenant portion didn't necessarily cover the current balance due, but that's what I was trying to probably ineloquently explain to the court is that Ms. Vogel, between her 2 payments, did pay the amount that what DHS recorded as the tenant portion based on their review.
It had at the time.
Yeah.
And so the only thing is that then DHS, you're right, they should release it without you being at a zero. But if I look at this and okay, so I'm still going to be short, which is what the problem's going to be. Can you give me 2940 minus 581? Okay. So you can probably see what I'm doing. I'm factoring in your
Next month.
pay rent, looking at everything that's going to be paid, and what gets you to where you're at the 2,000 come May 1. And based upon the numbers that I'm running, I'm about 350 short. Okay.
Mhm.
So my question is, I don't have a problem because you went through that process trying to get you to May if the 350 can be paid. So that then I just have a balance of
And we have till Wednesday.
Pardon?
We have till Wednesday to pay that 350.
Oh, yeah. So you think you can get that paid next week?
I'll pay
Yeah.
500 next week.
Yeah.
Wednesday.
Okay.
Yeah.
That's easy. Okay, so here's what I'm going to do. I'm going to adjourn it out 1 week to make sure that payment's done. Okay, so you're going to pay, I'll just say between 350 to 5.
And this right here is the turning point. The judge is giving them a narrow window, a lifeline, really. But here's the question for you. If you were in their shoes, could you pull together that money in time?
Okay. Pay that. And then if that's done, then what I'm going to do is I will do the adjournment to May. And see, the May date is gonna be May 1, so it's the 8th.
Yeah, because of the benchmark.
Oh, I'm not here on the 1st?
No.
Yay.
Forgot about or something?
That wasn't a vacation. She was reminding them of something important.
Uh-oh.
Oh, I am. That's
Not in this room.
all right, May.
Okay,
So what we would be doing is doing that.
fourth.
Then you could do theoretically, I'm not gonna adjourn it at this point to that point.
Right.
But theoretically, what you'd be able to do then is get the application in May 1st.
Mhm.
And we hopefully can maybe have an answer by the 8th and get you guys to ground zero.
Yeah, they said to call first thing in the morning on the 1st, and they said it shouldn't have a problem proved. They just, I guess, only let out a limited amount of them because of the income bracket.
Exactly. All right.
And since we were so late in the month after the last hearing, they already used them all up.
Okay.
Yeah.
All right. So you guys will be all set. And then we'll see you next week at what time? 1 p.m.
Okay,
And that's basically, I'm really just checking
To make sure
for that
held up.
and done. And our numbers will relatively match up and then get you into May.
all right, thank you.
And I'll do that over plaintiff's objection to the extent they have an objection, but
Thank
I
you.
don't think they shouldn't have. Because
We're really trying.
Yeah, we are
work
trying.
math with me. All right. Okay, folks. Okay.
All right.
Have a great weekend.
Thank you, Your Honor.